Well, g'day, and welcome back to, actually, I can't tell you where we are. I think we're in the district of Hezhou in Jiaoqing still. We're on the highway, we're on our way over to Hezhou in Guangxi province, and thought we've got a bit of sun glare there. Thought we'd show you a service station here. So we're on the toll road here. We have service station over the other side of the road here for people traveling this way. People traveling the way that we're going, this is where we are. And we're going to take you for a little walk in here because this is just mind-blowing. So up here, we have a huge big TV screen up here playing stuff. Huge big building here. So we have basically a little mall in here. Down to our left down here is where you stop to get petrol down there. But we're going to take you for a wander in here. But first, have a look at the size of this car park. This is just huge. There must be spaces for maybe 300 cars to park in here. And then we have a couple of stalls out the front. So somebody's selling oranges both sides here. So Hezhou is a big place for oranges. But as we walk inside the mall here, so we're in the middle of, in between cities. We're, I don't know, 50 kilometers from any decent sized city. We have KFC on our right here. We have, what do we got? Jiaoqing Snack Street over in the corner here, which is quite a big restaurant. Coffee, Dairy Queen. We have a little sort of convenience store. Well, it's quite a big convenience store actually. In the middle here, we have set up for live music. So live performances are out here in the middle of nowhere. All sorts of artwork stuff around here. Other restaurants, I can't tell you what they are. The names are just going to befuddle me. But so we are still within Jiaoqing. Another big restaurant on our left down here. Then as we wander through, so this is all the local produce, I think. This will all be locally produced stuff from Jiaoqing, all the surrounding areas here. So oranges, big thing in Hezhou. Then in here we have all the, looks like inkstone, jade. So wow, look at this, have a look at this huge big vase here, or vase pot. That's absolutely gorgeous. Another gorgeous rock over here on our left. So this would be, I imagine, the inkstone sort of stuff. Or jade, maybe that's jade. That's absolutely gorgeous. But have a look at some of the artwork in here. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, look at this. Gorgeous. Can we see? Can't see really much in the way of prices anywhere. Wow. Absolutely. Oh, a little tea set here. Made of, I imagine that's, I don't know. No, I'm guessing. Got a board here for, don't know what that game is. I can't tell you much, but I can show you around. Wow, have a look at this up here. This boat with the birds on the sides. Absolutely gorgeous. What an amazing. And this is just in a roadside service station. It's absolutely stunning. So all this stuff I imagine will be from Hezhou. Then as we get around towards the front, wow, look at this. Have a look at that, will you? Absolutely stunning. As we get around to the other side, we have inkstone stuff down here. Wow, look at this one. The cow carved into the inkstone. Just amazing. This is a roadside bloomin' service station. Wow, look at the colours in this. That is just gorgeous. Unbelievable. Oh, look at this. This is all stone again. It looks like wicker or some sort of reeds, but it's all stone, created with stone. Unreal. Just An absolutely beautiful, beautiful spot. And then as we wander around the back of this area, so here's the outside of this shop, we have a big display put up here for Guilin. Guilin being somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure where Guilin is. We'll have to find out on the map. Then as we wander around the back, we have heaps of signs and stuff. We have a heap of stuff here which must be relating to World War II. Well, yeah, the Japanese and stuff. So 1937, all sorts of stuff in the military. This looks almost German with the helmets. So we've got almost German helmets on there. I saw this picture earlier and I thought it was Germans with the helmet, but it's not. Through here we have the toilets in the back here. We have a big garden area in the middle here, which is absolutely beautiful. Toilets through here, so ladies' toilets on our right, men's toilets on our left, absolutely spotless clean. Disabled toilets, bathrooms with showers and stuff. And then through the back, huge big area for electric car charging. So all fast charging down there. So here comes someone in to use them by the look of it. Just mind-blowing. So this is what a service station here in China's like on the toll roads. Absolutely stunning. It's yeah, I can't remember ever seeing anything like this in Australia. And these places, when you have a national holiday, these places would be absolutely jam-packed. It's yeah, it's an amazing thing. So we're on the road to Hezhou. We're just going to stop. We've just stopped in to get a drink, and I saw this place. Thought we have to take you for a little walk around here. Oh, we have a little robot down here. I don't know what this is used for, but a little robot sat there. And then here's our little restaurant. So we're on the road to Hezhou. We'll be back with you when we get to Hezhou, and we're going to take you for a little walk around there tonight once we arrive. So stick around, there's going to be plenty more to come. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so we're in Hezhou now in Guangxi province. We're going to we've been out, we didn't arrive here till after dark. We've been out, we've had a feed. Just going to take you for a little walk down the street and give you a look on a, Monday night at what the place is like. I don't remember having been into the city itself here in the past. I have been to Hezhou once, twice before, but my friend lives out in a little village sort of, I don't know, 10 or 15 kilometers outside of the main city itself. And I don't remember having spent any time actually in the city. What have we got here? Jelly Hotel. Looks like they're doing renovations. I don't know much about this place. We do have some information I've dug up, but we're not going to worry about that tonight. We'll give you a little bit of info about both Guangxi province and Hezhou itself tomorrow. We're off to a old village tomorrow to have a look around at what's going on in this place. Yeah, we've just checked into a hotel in the middle of town, and yeah, we're just going to go for a wander and see what we can see what the nightlife here is like. It does appear to be fairly quietish. There's not huge crowds of people around. We might have tunnels here. Looks like we've got tunnels here on the four corners to actually walk under the road maybe. Is there another one down this way? There is. Well, let's go have a look. Go and see what's down here. So I think we're going to go over this way. That looks like the busiest sort of part of the city. Got the same ice cream shop that we see everywhere in Jiaoqing here. and bit of a town square over on our left here, and we got a bit of a karst mountain sitting up behind here with we got a temple right up on the top up here. Might try and have a look at that during the daytime and see what we can see there. So I don't know what we're going to find down here, whether this is just a tunnel to get over under the road, or if there's anything else down here. We'll get down and have a look. We probably would have been quicker to wait for the traffic lights, but let's go and see something new. And while we're pointing out that mountain, police car stopped there, and both the cops in the police car were having a look at me and smiling and chuckling to each other. Oh, we got a shopping mall under here by the look of it. Oh wow, so this goes well down this way, well back down the... So, well, we'll go for a little walk and see what we can see down here. 361, I've seen this shop before in Zhaoqing, I'm pretty sure. Big chain store. Ladies' underwear and stuff on our left here. More ladies' clothing. Still on 361 on this side. So, probably going to get ourselves lost. Oh wow, look at these big doors here. So, this will be some sort of emergency shelter, I imagine, when it's needed. So lots of clothing and stuff down this way. Wow, this goes for miles and miles down here. Goodness me. I did not expect to find anything like this here. Men's clothing shop. Good to see. There's not terribly many of them. It is rather late. It is, what are we? It's 20 past 10 at the moment. So it will be fairly quiet, I would imagine. It's Monday night. It's not going to be a busy time. I imagine this would be fairly busy if we came down here on a weekend or something. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of shoppers around. Well, I don't know. I imagine the place is probably going to close maybe 10:30, maybe 11. Probably 11. Most of the shops still seem to be fairly well open. What a so just a huge big underground mall. You would never have guessed all this was here just from what we could see up above. Wow, I'm surprised. That the roadside services that we saw at the beginning of the video, that you know, I was talking to Elva as we were driving, and she was saying that, you know, that's by no means the biggest or the best. That's a fairly small one in between Zhaoqing and Hezhou, which, you know, are two. Well, I don't know what Hezhou would rate as. You know, Zhaoqing's a third tier city, so not a major city in China by any means. Hezhou, I wouldn't think would be any more than a third tier city. I might be wrong about that. I'm not sure. Being in a different province, I don't know if they rank them differently or anything like that. We've got makeup, women's products on our left, more clothing on our right. There's not really anything off the side doors here, are just exits back up to the street. So it's just one long line. It's what have we got? You pick. What's in here? This looks like a lot of women's accessories sort of stuff. Hair clips, things of that sort of nature. Wow, it just keeps on going. Wow, that's a nice dress, that one. A lot of sort of traditionalish looking Chinese clothes in there. We are sort of just ploughing through here fairly quickly because I'm just going out for a quick little wander before we go back to the hotel and get ourselves ready to go to bed, because I am rather weary. But sitting in the car for, well, just under around 4 hours to get here from Zhaoqing. All toll road on the way here. Should have asked Elva actually how much it cost to do this trip on the toll road. So we've come, well, it'd be, I think it was about 385 kilometers. We did stop, we had a bit of a break in that roadside services places as we went past. So, you know, we could have done the trip in probably 3.5 hours as opposed to 4. But yeah, you should be having a break when you're driving that sort of distance. It is mostly clothing shops down here. Mostly women's clothing. There have been a few guys' clothings. The old claw machines that are everywhere. Wow, we just keep on going. We've done this little bend and it's still going. It is very, very quiet. There's very, very few customers down here. Children's clothing, ladies' clothing, more ladies' clothing, sort of sleepwear and stuff by the look of it. More shoes on our right. More ladies' clothing on our left. More ladies' underwear on our right. Actually, that might be, no, both men's and women's. Wow, how far does this go? This is miles long. I'm going to come back up to ground level and have absolutely no idea where I am. I imagine we're following the road. More shoe shops. Well, I thought we were just going to be able to dodge the traffic lights and get over the road, but wow, it still goes for miles down here. Goodness gracious. I'm well and truly blown away with this. And it is lovely and clean. I don't know how old this mall is. It does look relatively new. Just looking at the ceiling and stuff and the floors, it does look fairly new, but it is very, very clean and tidy down here. Wonder how they go with water and stuff. If they get serious rains, do they have problems with water running through the area? This is just insane. And as we see, again, it doesn't go anywhere off to the side. It's just one long length of mall. Actually, it looks like we might have an exit down the end. So I've got a feeling, here's a Miniso. These are a regular shop in shopping centres here in, well, in Guangdong at least, and now I see Guangxi as well. Yeah, we had a good drive over here. Actually, it was fairly quiet on the roads. The first road we went on, which was Zhaoqing to Huaiji, that was fairly busy. A lot of trucks and stuff on there. Once we hit Huaiji, we turned left onto another toll road, and it became much, much quieter as we're heading sort of over into Guangxi province. Still quite a few trucks on the road. We'll look at doing a video when we're heading back. We're only here for a couple of days. maybe 2 nights. We'll look at doing a video in the car on the way back and show you a bit of the countryside that we're driving through. But this is just amazing. I'm blown. I did not expect to see this here. It's funny, the previous 1 or 2 times I've been here, like I say, we've stayed out in the small village where Elva's family live and never really spent any time in the main city of Hezhou. So this is all very, very new for me. Okay, so into here, we're into an arcade area. So we've got all arcade games, claw machines, all that kind of thing. Does that mean we are... I've got a feeling we might be coming to the end of the passageway down here. And we'll head back up to an exit, head back upstairs. Yeah, this looks like the end of the line here. So, right, back to a staircase. We've got one just here. We'll get ourselves back up to street level. This is just mind-blowing. I'm blown away that this is under here. What an amazing little find. Oh, I wonder what these are for. No idea. All right, up the steps, and we'll see if we can figure out where we are from the hotel. It's a, I've got a feeling we'll be able to just follow this street straight back up the way, back to where we went down the stairs. But let's just have a look around at what we've got here. So building under construction or renovation over there. So we're going to head, straight back up this road. Wow, that was unexpected. Very, very unexpected. So yeah, a lot of the shops here are closing up. As we say, it's getting on, it'll be 10:30 by now, I imagine. Check my watch. Yeah, it's right on 10:30 now. So things will be closing up. And being a Monday night, it's not going to be terribly busy, I would imagine. So we have another entrance down into the underground there. Wow, and then that also carried on. So where we went down, that also carried on that way as well. So who knows how far it goes the other way. Just, that was totally unexpected. I think, this is why you get out and you go walking places in China, because you never know what you're going to come across. It is just looking around, which I don't know how well we can see on the camera, but it is, by the look of what I've seen so far, sort of driving into here and stuff, it is a much lower city than Zhaoqing. We're not nearly as high up as we would be. Now, just trying to figure out, is this going to be the street where we originally went downstairs? No, I don't think it is. So we've got a little bit further still to go. Yes, not nearly as high rise as sort of the new areas of Jiaoqing. There may well be other new areas that I just haven't seen yet. So lots of fruit and veg markets here on the corner. People selling their wares out on the side of the street. Oranges, apples, mandarins, and then vegetables up the back, all sorts of sprouts and things there. Down the side we have, what can we see here? We've got corn down here, chilies, garlic, potatoes, onions, and various other bits and pieces. So we'll carry up on this way. So yeah, so following this street, the whole way down underground is an arcade. That's really, really unexpected. It is much, much quieter than Jiaoqing. Whether or not that's just because it's a Monday night and Monday night's just a quiet night, or if it is, I don't know what the population is here yet. Haven't looked into that, but that's information. As we do videos tomorrow, we'll get you some information about Guangxi province and about Hezhou itself. There will be plenty to discover, I'm sure. So yeah, a lot of places are closing up as we speak. Still a few places that look like they're remaining open for a little while here. This one here looks, gee, these couple look like they're going to stay open for a little while yet. But yeah, a lot of places shutting down. It is getting towards definitely home time. Okay, so let me just check my map here. We're actually on, oh no, we're good. Oh, so we are still, we're still a fair way up before we get to where we went down the stairs. Unbelievable. Another little arcade down this way for you to go down. There's a few different sorts of shops down there. Plenty of apartment buildings around the place. We're trying to arrange with one of Elva's nieces, Tina. She's in middle school, but she lives in school during the week, so she doesn't get to come out. And her mum is trying to work out what time classes finish tomorrow so that we can go to the school and she can come out to the front gate and see me while I'm here. Because like I say, we're only here for a couple of days. And yeah, me and Tina are great mates. She's a good kid. Got a bit of a park over on the right here, I think. I can't see in the darkness. We'll definitely be back to have another look around here sometime soon. Wow, look at this police vehicle here. This looks really cool. An armoured police vehicle. Big 4x4. Very Humvee sort of looking thing. A lot of technology on the top of there. That's really cool. Love to find out a bit more about what that is all about. What kind of functions they have. So yeah, we do have a park in here. We won't go too far in because it does look rather dark in there. Basketball courts in there. I can hear people playing basketball. Well, okay, so it's a big town square area. Looks like we have tent set up. Don't know if we've got a single event happening coming up or been, or if they set up market stalls or something in there, maybe on the weekends. Bit hard to see in the camera from here. We'll have to get a little bit closer to show you. Wow, okay, so yeah, we walked a long way. So it looks like under here, I think, will be kids' rides, sorted out, but covered up for the night. So yeah, all these tents along here. Let's just see if we have anything in English at the bottom of this sign. China Co-op. So maybe that's one of the supermarkets has put this up. China Co-op again. So it's something 2025. Can't tell you what. Don't know what's happening in there, but they go right up here as well. There's more of this all the way up here. So it's quite a big area. Wow, look at this. Look at this gate over the road here. That's a huge, solid looking gate. Probably some sort of government building or something, I would imagine, by the look of it. Oh, so here's this cast mountain that we saw just before we went down. So we've got a temple over here, another, or not a temple, a pagoda over here, another pagoda over here. We might have to, Elva's not coming to pick me up until about midday tomorrow. So tomorrow morning we might actually get out early, see if we can get up there. Take you for a walk up that mountain. I imagine it'd be pretty damned impressive views from the top of there. Wow, that just looks amazing. I don't know how well that's going to come up. Let's get past these trees here. Don't know how well that comes up in the camera, but that is just amazing. Might head around the corner, so we'll get up. So we dropped down, so this is where we went down into that underground mallway. Oh wow, so we've got more of these tents all set up through here. So I wonder if this is some sort of a, just looking at the pictures on the sign here, it's all dinosaur stuff. So, when's that? 26th of the 11th. Oh, so it doesn't start for a couple of days. What are we today? Is the 24th. So, looks like there's some big event coming up in the next couple of days. And I think by the 26th, we're going to be on our way back. We're either going to be going back to Jiaoqing or we're going to be going to Guangzhou. Just waiting for things to fall into place. I have to go and do my renew my passport in Guangzhou, but waiting for wages and stuff to go through. So yeah, we might. I was hoping to get it done in these 2 weeks while we're off teaching. But we might have to wait and get over in a couple of weeks' time. Try and find a gap in our schedule and see how we go. So yeah, I can see more. So this underground area, so this runs right the way up here and carries on down this way. It's a massive area. Looks like a shopping centre in here by the look of it. We'll try and have a look once we get past here. Maybe not a shopping centre. That looks like all bedding stuff in the front. It might be a, as opposed to a shopping centre with a huge range of different stuff in, it might be one that's selling, like that's just a household shopping centre. So looking over there, as always, we've got KFC over the road here. We've got, so does that mean we can also see a McDonald's here somewhere? I can see an Apple store down the way. So that is probably more your standard standard shopping centre there, as opposed to what we had beforehand. Oh wow, so these stairs going underground carry on down this street. So I wonder if this is underground mall down here as well. Oh, that'd just be mind-blowing if it was. Actually, we won't actually walk underground here. Yeah, okay, McDonald's down the end. I thought if we saw KFC, there had to be a McDonald's here as well. So yeah, that's carrying on right the way through here. Unbelievable, and all underground. Just, that's impressive. It's a place I've been meaning to get back here for quite some time. So I don't know if I've told the story of how we met these guys, but my Aussie mate Peter, who used to live in Zhaoqing, is back in Australia at the moment. Hopefully we're going to see him back here again soon, because I miss hanging out with Peter. Me and him used to go bike riding there. Oh, here's this karst mountain here, which can't really see through the trees, but it's just straight up. Unbelievable. Wow. So we'll definitely try and get out early tomorrow morning, come and have a look at this, see if we can find our way up onto the top of that and get a good view. So yeah, my friends here. So Peter and Elva were dating, and oh, can we get up here? Oh, I'm gonna go and have a look. We're dating, and Elva's oldest niece, Betty, used to come and stay with Peter regularly during every school holidays. And okay, we're not sure where we're going. This is actually quite dark. I'm not going to go any further than this, but up the back here, I don't know if you can see that, but through here, this just goes straight up. And it must be, I don't know how tall, it must be, it's at least 100 meters tall by the look of it. So yeah, Betty used to come and stay with Peter every school holidays. And then she went home after one holidays, and her youngest sister Marnie, who would have been maybe 7 at the time, Betty was by this time probably 10 or 11, I guess, and used to, she'd come every holidays. I'd go and hang out with her and Peter. We'd all have a great time going bike riding and stuff together. But Betty went home after one of the holidays, and Marnie, the younger of them, kicked up a bit of a stink. Why does Betty always get to go to Zhaoqing? I never get to go to Zhaoqing. And Elva said to her, well, because Betty works hard in school, gets good marks, does really well, if you study hard, maybe you can go to Zhaoqing as well. So the next semester, she went from being very, very middle of the sort of middle of the class to being right up towards the top of the class. So the next holidays, we've got 2 of the girls coming to visit. And that was the first time I really met Marnie. She was just, look at this, it's a spa in here, probably a hotel as well, I imagine. That's a cool looking building. Yeah, so Marnie, just absolutely full of energy, hyperactive child, but great fun. We had a good time, me and her hit it off really well. But then they went home at the end of, however long they were here for. And their cousins, the twins who we've done videos when we went to the islands last year, the twins and Tina, who is the younger sister of the twins, all kicked up a stink. Well, why do they get to go to Zhaoqing? We never get to go to Zhaoqing. So same deal, they work hard in school. In fact, the twins and Tina, I think, do pretty well in school anyway. They didn't really need the bribery Oh, we're gonna rush down here because we've got a green light to cross the road if we're quick. They didn't really need the bribery, but yeah, so the next holidays we had 5 of the girls with us. Well, all of the girls, which is 5. Not saying 5 of the girls makes it sound like there was more. Here's this building over the road. Get a bit of a better look out the road, the other side of the road. And so they came, and they'd been here, all 5 of them had been here, and by this time Peter had gone back to Australia. So they were just staying with Elva. And I think they'd been here 3 days. And Elva, yeah, I went over and caught up with them after they'd been here about 3 days. And I sort of sat down on the couch, and young Tina came and just sat down beside me, and with my translator just started chatting away to me, which was, so we've got a food eating area here, outdoor eating area, street food stuff. Lots of more stalls up this way. We're going to go just around through this. Looks like another little shopping mall. So Tina come and sat down beside me, and using my translator, we got to chatting. And we chatted and chatted and chatted. And Elva kept looking at me funny, like with a weird look in her eye. So the next night, we took them all out for dinner. We went out to a restaurant somewhere, had dinner, and then went for a walk along the riverfront. And the girls had run ahead, and myself and Elva were sort of hanging back. They've run ahead of us. And Elva turns to me and she says, "How the F did you do that?" And I went, "What? How did I do what?" She says, "How did you get Tina to talk to you?" I don't know. She just came and sat down and started talking to me. What do you want to know? And then she told me, Tina, now Elva is Tina's aunt, you know, blood relatives. She says to me, Tina's staying in my house, and she is so shy that she can't even come and ask her aunt Elva if she can use the toilet. She'll get one of the other girls to come up and ask Elva if it's okay for Tina to use the toilet. And Tina says, you know, Elva says, you don't have to ask, just if you need to use the toilet, just use the toilet. But that's how shy she was. And me and her, we just connected straight away. We just hit it off. And yeah, that was it. Anytime that I was hanging out with them, me and Tina were joined at the hip. So yeah, really hope we can catch up with her at the school. So the ages of them now, the Betty and the twins, I think they're all about the same age. Here from the other side of the road, we might get a little bit better look at this Karst Mountain sitting up here. Wow, that is huge. That's unreal. I'm looking forward to coming and looking at we will be here in the morning tomorrow. Yeah, the Betty and the twins are all roughly the same age. They've all sort of started high school, 9 months ago. Betty, I'm getting the names mixed up now. Tina's just started middle school, and I think young Marnie, she must be last year of primary school, I think. So yeah, they've all grown up. I mean, they were all much, much younger when I first met them. But really, all of them are really, really nice girls. Great value. So yeah, that's sort of the story here. So we're probably going to turn off there. We're going to finish up there because our hotel is just over the road here, and we're going to head back to the hotel, get ourselves into bed, and try and get a decent night's sleep, because I think we've got a mountain to climb tomorrow morning. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, like, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Questions or comments down the bottom in the comment section down there. Facebook, Scott in China, come and join the group, sharing whatever we share. And as always, if there's anything you would like to know about life here in China, in Guangdong, now here in Guangxi, hit us up down there in the comment section. If you come up with a good idea for a video, I'll go away, I'll do the research and make a video just for you. But for now, thanks for watching everybody. Stay safe and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.